What's up everybody, Skullfire here, back today with a Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. So today this is a good match, it's just a mixed tier single battle, nothing too special. So let's get into the battle. So he's gonna lead off with this Swampert as I lead off leading with my Sableye, which is always a nice lead. In case they lead with a physical attacker. I decided to go for the taunt because I didn't want it to set up stealth rocks, but he predicts that and goes for the earthquake. So that really sucked there because I was at a really low amount of health. So I'm gonna go for the Walrus because I know if he's burned I can take another earthquake, which is exactly what he goes for, thankfully. And I'm gonna barely survive that. Which is really nice actually. So he's gonna withdraw Swampert, which is really good because that means I'm able to get off a free recover. And a Blaziken is just like the ultimate counter to Sableye. Well, to regular Sableye because you can't burn it and it's a physical attacker, so there's that. So I'm gonna go into my Lady S here as he's gonna be going for the Flare Blitz. I expected to eat that up, but it still does a heck of a lot of damage, even though it's resisted. And it turns out he doesn't have any life orb, which was kind of surprising, actually. So I'm gonna end up Mega Evolving straight off the bat, because it's the only Pokemon that I really could Mega Evolve, because he already figured out that I'm not Mega Sableye. And he's gonna end up going for the Brave Bird, which I was not expecting at all. And that's going to do about the same amount that Flare Blitz did the previous turn. So I'm just going to go for the easy Sight Shock, which should be able to knock him out. And thankfully it does. So that's the Blaziken gone. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Little fire chicken. So he's going to go into his Metagross now. I figured I don't really have any use for my Ladius anymore. So I decided to sack. He goes for the Bullet Punch and I live with 1 HP. Which is really nice. I'm going to be able to get off an HP ground. Does a decent amount of damage actually. So I decided to save this thing for Death Fodder. Because I knew he was going to go for another Bullet Punch, which left me free to go into my Ninetales. As he does go for the predicted Bullet Punch. Thankfully no Earthquake or anything like that because that would really suck. So I'm going to go for the Heat Wave. I decided I didn't want to over-predict. And that is able to knock out the Metagross, which was really nice right there. Because Metagross could really put in a lot of work to my team actually. He's gonna end up going into his Swampert and for some reason, like I did not put Energy Ball on at that time, but I do have it on now. So I'm gonna end up going into my Ladias to see what he's gonna go for. And he goes for the Stone Edge, which was interesting. Very interesting indeed. So since he's burned, he's not really gonna end up doing that much damage. So I can just go into my Jellicent for free. He's gonna withdraw the Swampert and go into his Latios. As I'm gonna go for the Scald. I probably should have gone for Shadow Ball, but I don't know. Just in case he wanted to go out into Zangoose. So he's gonna end up Mega Evolving his Latios, which could actually be a huge problem. Because the Mega Latios are just so powerful and all that crap. And he's gonna go for the Draco Meteor. I actually don't want Draco Meteor because then you have to waste another slot with like Dragon Pulse or something that you could have for Surf or Power or something. But anyways, I'm gonna be able to eat that up because I am very specially defensive. And I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball, which does an okay amount of damage to the Latios. He gets a special defense drop, so the next one will end up taking him out. As I get my leftovers recovery, allowing me to eat up more attacks. Like he's gonna switch out knowing that he's gonna die this turn if he stays in. So he goes out into his Zangoose. Now I go for the Will-O-Wisp here. Which pretty much makes Zangoose useless if it's burned. So at this point, like I don't think he had anything to do with me. I think it was just gonna try to scare me out. But since he was burned, I decided to stay in, and I guess he didn't have anything to touch ghost types. So he just ended up going for quick attack. And Scald is gonna be a 2 KO. which is really nice. Like I said, he's probably just acting off his Zen boost now, since he can't really do much in the match with it being burned and all. So, like I said, he doesn't really have anything to touch me with, so I'm just gonna go for the Skull, which is gonna be able to knock him out, so that's one more Pokemon down. And, it's actually been a decent battle so far. Jelly King putting in the finest of work. The finest of the finest of work. So, with that being said, he's gonna go into his Dusclops, and I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp, because I really do not need this thing doing any little shenanigans. I see he goes for the Toxic, which they usually carry Will-O-Wisp, but I guess Toxic is good too, because the damage increases every turn. So Toxic is gonna pretty much nerf on my leftovers, which kinda sucked. I see his burn, so he's gonna take some burn damage. And I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Ball. This actually does a decent amount of damage to the Dusclops. And I get another special defense drop, which is really nice. He's gonna go for the Pain Split. He recovers, I get hurt, you know. Yeah. So like I said, the poison is pretty much making my leftovers like 1,000% useless. Well, not like 1,000%, but you know what I mean. So, anyways, he's gonna go for the Protect. This is actually a really interesting move so far. I kinda like that. So, like I said, I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball, but he's gonna be protecting himself there. Which I really can't do anything about that. And then the Toxic is gonna take me down to where I'm at a really low amount of HP, unfortunately. So he's gonna end up going for the Shadow Sneak. It actually does a decent amount of damage, and it is gonna make sure that the next Toxic takes me out. So Shadow Ball is gonna get him down to a pretty low amount. And then the burn is gonna take him even lower. But thanks to the leftovers, I am able to survive the poison. So that means we're both gonna end up dying this turn anyways. So I'm surprised he didn't go for the Shadow Sneak. I guess maybe he knew since I was gonna die anyways, there's no point. But yeah, he might have survived the burn, but he got like one fight on Shadow Sneak. But I don't know, what can you do about it? So I'm gonna end up going back into my Sableye here, just so I can get some work done. And so he goes into Latios, and there's really nothing I can do about that, because he's gonna go for the Draco Meteor. Very strong move. Yeah, and that's gonna completely annihilate me. I'm able to go into my Raichu here, and he's gonna withdraw Latios, which was kind of nice for me, because I am able to knock off whatever item the Swampert had. And it turns out that he actually had a choice Scarf this whole time, so that's why he went for Stone Edge. So I'm gonna go for Brick Break because it's the highest damage I can do to it, and it barely misses taking him out. But the Stone Edge is gonna miss on me anyway, so that's really nice. And Swampert is gonna go down, so he's gonna go right out into his Latios. Now I decided to go for the Nuzzle just because it's nice to have things paralyzed. And he gets paralyzed in the first turn, so that was a free paralysis. Psych. So he gets off the Psychic, and I barely live that, and next turn I'm able to get off the knockoff and do a heck of a lot of damage. But he's able to get the recover off through the paralysis. So I'm like, no. You know, with like 1,000. Oh, so he's gonna go for the Psychic and knock me out. I kinda figured he might want to go for a bunch of recovers and get his HP back up while he could. But he didn't do that, which was kinda nice for me. And I'm just gonna bring in my Clover here and go for the U-turn. because I know that's gonna be the easiest way to to kill this thing, as that is able to win me the battle. So that was a really good match. If you heard some stuff during the battle and some stuff went wrong, just ignore it, because as far as you know, I'm not plotting anything to hurt you guys or anything. And just so you know, guys, this video was like mainly for my friend Nicholas, like, cause he's in Paris right now going through like the hotel and all that crap, and I guess he's kind of bored. I'm not sure if he's actually in Paris, but I'm pretty sure he is. So bye. No, bye.